Today we are going to install our blades that we just sharpened, and we're going to put them into our jointer. Okay, I decided to bring you up a little close here. So this is the area where the blades go. These little screws right here is what lifts. I don't know why it's not focusing in here. It should focus on it. Those little screws right there are what lift the blades up and down, so you get your height. And loosening it would actually raise it up. And these are the wedges. Let me show you the wedges. These are the wedges that go into those slots. Obviously, these are the blades that go in as well. Now the blades, they face this way, okay, when you put them in. So they would sit like so, and if I let go, the blade's gonna fall because the wedge is not in there. So let me put that in there, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, I put one of them in. I just wanted to show you that I didn't actually tighten these screws down. They're very loose. The only thing is that this blade is touching, see if I can focus in. The bottom of the blade is touching the top of that screw, which is what you want on both sides. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a straight edge, which you can use. I have a straight edge here. I'm going to take this ruler out of the, I'm doing this one-handed here. I'm going to take it out. Excuse the shakiness. Alright, so now I have a flat edge. This ruler here will stand upright like that. Or at least it should. There we go. So that's what you want. You want it to stand upright on its own, so that way you can take a measurement. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to set these blades. Every time you sharpen, you need to reset the blades because you're taking some material off of it, and that's going to affect it. Now, this side of the fence, or sorry, this side of the jointer on mine is fixed. It does not adjust. It's flat. It's as flat as it's going to get by the manufacturer, and it does not go up and down. This side does. It goes up and down. So what I want to make sure is that this side and this side are both evenly parallel with each other. So what I do is I just turn the blade out of the way just a little bit, just like that. Yeah, even though it's loose in there, but I'm turning it anyways. And then I'm going to go across. I'm going to go across both of them. Now, if you hear a tick-tock, that means one side's higher than the other, and the only way you can do to adjust it is to go over here and adjust the height of it. So I'm gonna raise it up a little bit, and until I don't hear it's still moving just a fraction, and one little tweak, no movement. Okay, so we don't have any movement there. That means that this table, both this side and this side, are completely level. And that's what you want. You want that completely level. Okay, we're going to move on to the next situation here. See you in a second. Okie dokie. So, I set this up where both sides are level. And the reason for that is that it's easier to have the ruler sitting all the way across the bed. It stands up on its own a little bit easier. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but the edge of the table is right at 7 millimeters. It doesn't really matter what number you have it on, just as long as it's right on the line. You're going to measure how much the blade grabs the ruler and pulls it away. So all you want is like 0.5 millimeter of travel. Well, that's very little, so it needs to be adjusted up, because it used to be It used to be going to the, let me see if I can point to it. We want it right there. So it needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeters, or 5, whatever this is. I can't, what is it? Yeah. 5 thousandths, whatever it is. 5 notches, let's put it that way. Okay, my brain's not working today, so obviously. Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna go and raise that up just a bit. We're going to go and take, this is so hard to do with one hand. Righty, there it is, I'm right in now. So not much of a turn, you want to loosen it in order to raise it. And I just turned it just a little bit. Only one side, and once you're done with one side, we're going to have to do the other. So let's see if that moves it. Yeah, more. I think that's good enough. I think I'm going to leave it right where it is. All right, so we're going to go do the other side now, which is all the way down here. We're going to set this up. And I'll do this one time here. Obviously, I'm not going to bore you to death with doing all of them like this. I'll put it on a fast forward, so that way it's not taking up too much of your time. So we're going to find out what the travel is. Here we go. I need to raise it just a little bit. So we're going to loosen that bolt a little. There we go. And now let's see what the travel is. Right on the money. Right there. Okay, so now when you tighten these down, when you tighten down this wedge right here, you're gonna have to recheck it. So tighten it down slowly, like little by little. You know, you can seat it and then check it again, readjust. You can actually push down. Oops, you can push down on this. Now these are really sharp, so I'd use a piece of wood to push down on, and as you're tightening, because you want the blade sitting right on that screw. If it moves at all, that's it. It's not going to be worth anything, because you want all these blades touching the wood at the same time, and that's why it's so critical that you get everything perfect. And that's why you're going to have a perfectly flat, dead flat piece of wood. Okay, so I'm going to put it on time lapse and we'll go from there. Alright, we're all set here, and everything's nice and sharp, ready to go. Again, I use this tool right here, which is showing error, but it's that's how you know that your fence is lined up at 90 degrees. So let's zero this out. We will put it on the fence. And what are we at? Yeah, what are we at? Oh, we're a little off. It's never going to be perfect, I guess, but we'll see if we can get it just a little bit better than that. Oh, there it is. I think that's close enough. Alrighty, we're going to call it at that. And she's square. All we need to do is try her out and see if she works. Okie dokie, turn it around for the first time. Let's see what happens. Sounds good. Let's run some wood through it. Got a nice piece of scrap. Gonna my safety gear. I'm going to change the lighting here in a second. So this. That's nice. We're going to take the light of the table off of that. That is beautiful. One slice. Now we're going to go to a corner. See if she's 90 degrees. Couple of passes. Beautiful. We'll check it. We'll check it for 90 degrees. She's 90 degrees. She's looking good. Let's we can square this thing up real quick now. This back end right here. This came out real nice. So beautiful. Yeah, very smooth. Beautiful piece of wood. Alright, here we go. That's how you sharpen blades. That's how you install them, I mean. And you can get quite a bit of life out of those, you know. Just by doing your own sharpening. And then if you build a jig, you won't have to do it again. You know, you don't have to go buy more blades. Save yourself a little bit of money. It's quite peaceful and enjoyable. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tick the bell for notification. Thank you. Bye-bye.